Hey guys, welcome to the intermediate class. So today we're going to do some passing. It's going to be pretty similar, both no-gi and gi, so you can watch either one, right? So we're going to do some leg drags, and first off I'm going to show a little cool drill that I like to do, especially when getting used to the positions and starting to understand the concept. So here with Jill, and the first things first, I want to do something with my hands here, which is called the C grip here, right? So I'm going to grab the side of her legs here like a C grip, and what I want to make sure of is that I can move my hand from the top to the bottom quite easily by just rotating my elbow around it, right? The second part here is that I'm going to be walking from side to side, right? As I walk from one side to another, I'm going to be pushing the same side leg up, right? So I'm walking towards the left, that means I'm lifting the left leg here, right? Walking to the right side, I'm going to lift the right leg here.
Left leg.
Or her left leg, depending on your perspective, right? So here, moving back and forth, right? So once I've gotten used to this, I'm going to start looking for an opportunity here. So watch how Jill's knee is here, and what I wanted to do is to bring my knee behind her knee, right? So moving to the side, I'm going to look to post my knee right behind her thigh here, and that's when I can let go of her leg here, right? So I'm replacing this hand with this leg. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to control the other leg here by pushing it up and then swinging my other arm through. So here, watch how I'm really grabbing behind the thigh and like this, kind of like grip here, or the swan hand. So I'm going to be pushing that leg down, right? So here, pushing up, knee comes behind, swim under, and here I am, right? So I can do this both sides, practice just for the drill, and you can cut it up as much as you want. Moving here, swan hand, down. Other side, here. And so on, back and forth. Now the final part of this drill is setting up the leg drag position. So once you're here, you got that swan hand in, you're going to pull all the way, and last little detail, grab that collar here and bring that elbow down, so you're really locking that leg inside here. And then we're going to look to the other side, try that there. So here, while I'm controlling on this side here, I'm going to grab Jill's pants and watch how I'm going to pull up towards me here. So I'm really pulling her back up with this grip, and I'm going to post my leg under my wrist. So by doing so, it's going to be really hard for Jill to turn back in, right? So the whole drill here, here, and then you can proceed to pass. Okay? Thank you. Okay guys, so we're going to go a little bit further here from the leg drag pass that we were doing earlier, and starting off with the C grip position here, and I'm moving in and going for the leg drag. A lot of the times once I move here, Jill is going to step on the floor and try to turn her hips in towards me, right? So I'm losing the leg drag position here, but I'm getting an opportunity to change it over to a Toreano pass. So here, move it a little bit to the side so people can see. So here, what I want to do is go straight for the hip on the opposite side here. I want to flare open my elbow and really block that far thigh from getting in and destroying my pass, right? So at the same time, I have to put my weight a little bit in here, and I'm going to make sure that this hand is pushing her leg through at the same time. So here, I can go for the pass, right? So I'm chaining a little bit of my attacks, starting with the C grip here, moving in, going for the leg drag. She posts on the floor, and I change over to Toreano pass, right? So one more time here, boom. And another thing you can explore a little bit is that position where you're down in the Toreando. Because what you're gonna feel, there's two kind of situations here, whether or not you're the bigger or the smaller guy, right? You could be the same size too, but what happens a lot is if I'm the smaller person, I have to be able to move around the guy on the bottom. While if I'm the bigger person, I'm gonna be able to really shove and turn Jill however I want. So those are kind of the two situations where you come here and push, and if I'm a lightweight guy and Jill is a little bit heavier, I will have to move around much faster, right? But if I'm the heavy guy, I can choose to push Jill's leg through. Let's do it one more time here. So, in the middle, boom. Here, wait for the pass, Jill steps, and I'm in the Toreando position, right? If I'm light, I have to be able to move up towards her head. If I'm heavy, I can really push and move Jill's leg through, right? Going for either the back, the seat belt, or getting the side control here. Okay guys, so last part here today. So we're gonna do all the sequences we've been doing so far, but a little last thing there. So here, I started going for the leg drag, change it up, Toreando, and here we are, right? And so, like we did in the beginner classes, Jill is gonna be posting on me and stopping me from passing here, right? So what I wanna do now is change it up and walk back to the leg drag position, right? So it's a flow of 3 passes here, nice and easy. Push up, get that leg drag, step on the floor, walk, and then back to the leg drag, right? So it's important to feel your opponent moving here, right? Once you go here and you feel that she's stepping, that's the time to try to go for the Toreano pass, right? She posts, and I can walk here a couple of steps, but I feel like there's no getting through. I'm gonna turn back and go for the leg drag, right? Now these things can go back and forth a couple of times. Like, I can always go back to Toreano from this position. If she really decides to turn back in again, I can start to go back, right? Now, once I get into the leg drag position here, I'm looking for the collar grip. I'm looking for the collar grip here, and I want to glue my elbow to my knee here. Really pull her in and stay tight here, right? At the same time, I'm going to try to stay low, and what's going to happen a lot of the times is she's going to create a frame here, right? There's a couple of ways to deal with this. Sometimes it's just push it away like this and then stay low. But if it's really bothering, I can go on the inside, grab her bicep, and then push down, right? Nice and easy now. I can walk around and get the side control here. Or in cases where her arm is here and I push it through, that's the case where I would go for her back. Here, set up maybe a gift wrap, and then stay tight to get a back or the backward submission, right? A different scenario here is also I can grab her pants and I can turn the grip here, and then I really want to use my leg or my knee behind here to bring her up, right? This is going to make it hard for Jill to turn back in again, but I can also time it. So if I feel she's really pushing, that's when I'm moving around and passing her, right? So let's look at it from the beginning. C grip, I push up, leg drag, she steps, Toreando, go for the leg drag, I can get my grips, I can remove her frame, I can grab her pass, and then I can pass, right? So there's a couple of different reactions or different solutions depending on her reaction. And so you have to kind of feel whether or not she's posting or grabbing your collar. Yes, thank you. Okay guys, welcome to the intermediate class here today. So what we're gonna do is some leg drag and Toreando passing. But first off, we're gonna start with a really nice drill that I like to do. It's a little bit with something called a C grip. So here with Jill on the bottom. So first off, nice and easy, you want to start by grabbing the outside of Jill's legs here, right? The reason why I call this the C grip is because I can move my hand from the top of her shin to the behind on her Achilles here. So I'm really letting that elbow let me adjust whether I'm pushing her leg down or I'm pushing it up, right? Having this ability on both legs, I'm now going to start to look for to move from side to side, right? Once I'm moving to the right, I'm going to lift my right arm here and push her foot towards her face as much as possible, right? So here I can move to the other side, to the left, and I'm going to push the left arm up towards her face. So here, this can be the beginning of the drill, just the movement from side to side here. But eventually what you're looking for is to get this knee on the same knee here, right behind, right? So I'm gonna let go, and now this knee is gonna do the work that I did with my hand in the beginning. So, pushing up, I'm gonna put my knee behind, and then I'm looking to swim my hand behind the other knee. So letting go of this one, swimming under, and gonna grab like a swan grip here, right behind, and here I'm good to go for a leg drag. Moving back to the other side, knee comes in, swan grip, and here I am. You can do this, a good drill, from side to side, boom, just to get that movement. Eventually, what you're looking for is here, getting that one into the position, and you're going to push her down to the floor here to get that leg drag. Now, coming deep with this arm, I'm going to grab the neck and pull it to me, glue my elbow to my knee here, and stay tight, right? A couple of things that can happen. She's going to post here with her arm. I can push it, get through, and then walk around to get the seatbelt grip here, right? Different reaction that can happen as well. Here, I can swim on the inside, block the arm, and then walk around and get a good side control here, right? Watch how her arm is trapped so she can't turtle up here, right? Whereas when she's here, she's gonna keep turtling and giving me the back. So one more time here from the beginning. Start with the C grips here on each side. I'm gonna push one leg up, walk to the same side here, get my knee behind her knee, and I'm swimming in behind the other leg here. Swan grip here on the back of the thigh, and I want to duck under and move her legs to the side here. So nice and easy. Once I'm here in the leg drag position, I want to close it up, grab her neck, get tight with my elbow to my knee here, and watch how she's framing on my neck here so I can push it away and then get tight here. If her arm is on this side, it's a great opportunity to go for the gift wrap or just the seat belt and go for the back. Or in scenarios where it's more on this side, I'm gonna frame on her bicep, push it down, and then walk around to the side control here. Right. Okay guys, so we're gonna go a little bit further here now, starting with the same setup with the C grips. So here, I'm pushing her leg up, my knee comes behind, move into the leg drag. Now once I start pushing, Jill's reaction is to step on the floor and turn her hips in towards me. I lost the leg drag, but I gained now an opportunity to go for the Toreando. So now, one hand on her knee, the opposite hand moves over to the side of her belly. I'm gonna make sure to frame her opposite leg here with my elbow here, right? So really trying to put a little bit of weight on top of her. I'm walking around and then push the legs over to the other side. So watch how we start from the leg drag. Here, she steps, and I'm gonna move in to the Toreando. Walking around, get close, and now I have a good control. Now, there's a couple of different styles here, depending on whether you're the lighter person or the stronger and heavier person, right? So, once I'm here, moving in, she steps. Now, if I'm the lighter person, it's gonna be hard for me to push her on the bottom around and make her spin. So then I have to move up towards her head by walking. So here, if I'm the lighter person, I'm gonna be walking here and then collapsing down. If I'm the heavier person, I can just push through and then go straight to the seatbelt, give trap, or side control here. One more time here. Move a little bit back, I think. Good. Here, pushing up, leg drag, swan grip. She steps in, and I got the pass. Okay, last one for today here with Jill. So we're gonna start with the two passes we started with earlier and add a little extra on the chain at the end here. So Toreano pass, moving here, and now going for the Toreando, right? So what happens is she's gonna be blocking my shoulder and making it hard for me to pass on the side here, right? So once that happens, and I really can't feel like I'm coming through, right? So I'm gonna walk back here and go for the leg drag, right? So walking up, she's pushing, I'm gonna walk back and get that leg drag position. Try to feel whether she's pushing back again so that you can still go back to the Toreano pass if she's starting to turn in towards you again. So just going from here, Jill is really posting on me, so I can move and move, but I'm not getting anywhere, right? So that's when I'm going to be pushing this knee, making her turn over to the other side, and walking counterwise here, counterclockwise. Okay? So here, boom, over to the other side, can grab the neck and control, and start looking for the seat belt and all the other things as well. Oops.